Imagine waking up to a neon yellow notice slapped on your door, screaming, "Eviction imminent, HOA violation," like it's the end of the world. But here's the kicker. You own the whole damn neighborhood. Every blade of grass and mailbox. Meet Jack Harlan, a quiet 55-year-old real estate whiz who'd snapped up the entire Whispering Pines cul-de-sac in suburban Texas after a bank fire sale, turning it into his low-key empire of rentals and peace. Jack sipped his black coffee that Thursday morning, staring at the letter from the so-called Whispering Pines HOA. It cited blatant disregard for community standards and demanded he vacate in 90 days or face severe penalties. He chuckled darkly, knowing the original HOA had fizzled out years ago when the developers bailed. Rumors had swirled about him being a slum lord, ignoring upkeep, spread by nosy tenants who'd never met him. Jack stayed silent, watching from his screened porch as the whispers grew. The next day, the ringleader waddled up, Bertha Klein, a rotund busybody in her mid-50s, sporting a visor hat and a clipboard like weapons of mass annoyance. Flanked by her minions, Skinny Harold with his perpetual frown and Marge in her eternal cardigan, she pounded on the door. "Mr. Harlan, this is official business. Your unkempt lawn and that tenant's rusty truck violate codes 4.2 and 7.1. The board has spoken." Bertha's voice dripped with faux politeness, her chins quivering with righteous indignation. Jack opened the door slowly, leaning against the frame. "Bertha, darling, you do realize I own this porch you're standing on, and the street? Hell, the whole block." She puffed up like a balloon. "Ownership doesn't excuse sloppiness. Jack, we're upholding values here. Family, order, community." Harold nodded sagely. "We've got signatures." "Unanimous vote." Jack smirked. "Signatures from my renters? Cute. But tenants don't form HOAs. And yours ain't legal. Now, skedaddle before I sick the law on you for trespassing." Bertha's eyes narrowed. "You'll regret defying the board. We're the guardians of decency." Tensions simmered until Tuesday dawn, when the roar of machinery shattered the quiet. Jack stepped out to see a bobcat ripping up the cul-de-sac entrance, Bertha directing like a deranged traffic cop. "This gate will keep out riffraff," she bellowed at the bewildered operator. Jack sauntered over. "Planning to bill me for ruining my road, Bertha? Or is this your idea of community improvement?" She spun, smug as ever. "The easement allows it. Safety first. We've had complaints about strangers. No easement. No board. No dice." Jack shot back. "You're vandalizing private property." Bertha waved a petition. The people demand protection, but her people were just duped neighbors. And Jack's calm facade hid his brewing plan. By evening, whispers turned vicious. Jack heard tenants gossiping he'd stolen the land through shady deals. Ignoring the barbs, he documented everything. Then came the sabotage. A tenant called. Frantic. No water flowing. Jack found a padlock on the meter. Tagged, HOA suspension, noncompliance. "Oh, Bertha, tampering with utilities? That's not just petty. That's illegal," he muttered, snapping photos. He called the sheriff, who arrived to Bertha protesting. "It's for the greater good. He won't fix his violations." The deputy snorted. "Greater good doesn't include felony mischief, ma'am." "Unlock it or face cuffs." Bertha fumbled excuses, her face flushing comically as the lock clattered off. The farce escalated when Bertha's crew posed as inspectors, peeking through windows and forging cards from a phony compliance division. Jack's trail cams caught it all, Bertha's lumpy silhouette directing the invasion. "We're ensuring standards," she hissed in footage. Jack forwarded it to his lawyer, Elena Ruiz, who grinned. "This is gold. Impersonation. Fraud. Let's bury them." Rumors peaked with a smashed mailbox. Tire tracks leading nowhere. But Jack stayed patient. filing suits for defamation and harassment. The climax hit like a storm. Detectives raided Bertha's home, carting out boxes of fake docs, including a forged addendum claiming HOA co-ownership with a dead notary's seal. Bertha screeched from her porch in rollers. "This is tyranny," as reporters swarmed. The feds jumped in. Wire fraud from donations funneled to her account. "You built a scam empire on delusions," the judge thundered at trial. Bertha got 5 years. Harold 3. March probation. The fake filings were expunged, and Jack's land was sealed against future HOAs. Months later, Jack hosted a barbecue, laughter echoing without clipboards or threats. Neighbors toasted the quiet. Kids played freely. Bertha's kingdom had crumbled, exposed as a bloated joke. But here's the twist. Was Jack the villain for owning it all? Or was Bertha right that one man shouldn't hold the reins? You tell me, in a world of petty tyrants, who really deserves the crown?